NLG lawyers are proud to represent. My name's Gideon Oliver. I'm the president of the National Lawyers Guild New York City chapter. Along with other NLG lawyers, I'm proud to represent folks who were arrested on December 17th. Just under 20 of those people are scheduled to go to trial on Monday, first thing in the morning. They face criminal trespass and trespass charges. Criminal trespass is a Class B misdemeanor. It carries a penalty of up to 90 days in jail. Trespass is a violation. It carries a penalty of up to 15 days in jail. A number of times since December 17th, people have reached out to Trinity, asking Trinity to do what it could to make sure that the charges were dropped. It wasn't until June 1st that Trinity officially responded. And in that response, Trinity essentially claimed powerlessness and said it doesn't have the legal ability to drop the charges. And that anyway, everybody's been offered no jail plea offers. No jail, no fine plea offers. All of those statements are at best misleading. The truth is that Trinity has a tremendous amount of power to influence whether or not the district attorney's office continues these cases. And that as far as we know, nobody from Trinity has actually reached out to the DA and said, we want you to drop these charges. We don't want to participate anymore in prosecuting these cases. In fact, just the opposite. Trinity's active participation was necessary for the arrest to take place in the first place. It was necessary for a representative from Trinity to sign court documents after the arrest took place in order for the prosecutions to go forward at all. It's necessary for that person or someone else from Trinity to come and testify on Monday in order to convict people. NLG lawyers have served a subpoena on Trinity seeking records we believe will help prove our defenses at trial. Rather than complying with the subpoena, Trinity has moved to quash it, meaning they filed a long set of motion papers in court saying we shouldn't have to comply with this. So, it's not just the case that Trinity has power. Trinity's been using its power to advance the prosecutions. And that's really what's been going on.
Shameful.
It is shameful. And so I can't answer the question, questions about what real estate is, but this is definitely about space and power. And Trinity has a tremendous amount of power. And just yesterday, a petition went up online, asking for Trinity to drop the charges. And as of this morning, I checked just before I came over here, there are more than 12,000 signatures on the petition. So there are a lot of people who want Trinity to do the right thing here, and we're hoping that happens before Monday. Otherwise, please come to trial Monday, June 11th, 9:30.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gideon. Perfect.
Where?
So
Where
is the court going to be, Gideon?
346 Broadway, 4th floor.
4th floor. 346. You've heard from our testimony. You've heard from the lawyers. What is at stake is not only the specific cases that were being discussed for the clergy represented here. What is at stake is the nature and soul and relevancy of the Christian tradition in this particular case. What is the role of church in the 21st century? We know what it could be. We know what it is for it to stand by the sidelines, to sit back inside private country clubs, Sabbath clubs. We know what that's like. What does it mean for church again to be a relevant voice in the real world, real life, incarnated vectors of money and race and power and real estate that actually determine what our lives are? That is what is going on here. That is why from this point forward we're starting a period of prayer and witness that's going to culminate on Sunday evening. There's actually going to be, picketing and protests during Sunday during the day, but our friend Sister Susan Wilcox is going to be leading a Vesper service, a People's Prayer service by Trinity. Actually, no, here in the park.
Trinity.
At Trinity. You want to talk about that at all, Susan?